We see a kaka. Awa, we see. Fuma minu seke nungo, sukuri nutong. Mama nungo. Famulem in a cabo, plenty kushetena. Aina they do. Hope say when get fantastic or a weekend. And starting the week on a Monday, I hope say it has been a good day. And as Limbaman can say Monday, greetings. What's my question? Monday, day. Greetings, Balimba. But I question Pancreyo. When I see the uniqueness in we diversity, one way we for embrace, we all with one, but we so the neglect them. And we now all they see within they happen. Necessarily on this moment. SLPP gets executives where they behave like dogs, then they behave like horns. They not they behave like people them way civil in any way or form. Because when they say you civil, that you civilize, that you they walk within societal norms. Because with the read the PRO, the way they talk, with the read the SLPP new chairman, how we they talk, the kind of language where they use, the society don't polarize, and I go talk about within a polarization, tribal polarization, which is what we have in our country, and one way we get for do within we need to do for let we look at them people there right at them face and say, hey, this is not how we should be. This is not how we should be acting towards each other. And you see as APC too, then they try for challenge all the flag bearer them. Everyone they come, na me go able to take the wire on, na me go able to take the wire on. That is not politics, that is doggery. And that is a potential time bomb. And it should not be. I, in particular, not a subscribe to that. I not feel to say it go born good picking. They say play kill board, die board cook soup. Well, make I tell me people them, but waiting we need for talk about the politics of us versus them. And waiting they cause that, na tribal polarization. Make I just read the piece where I write before I start. Tribal polarization, the us versus them mentality where groups see themselves as distinct tribes and the differences between them becomes exaggerated and emotionally charged. This occurs when tribalism, a natural human tendency for group loyalty, becomes excessive due to polarization, a widening gap in belief, attitude, and values. It leads to reduced common grounds, increased hostility, a decline in negotiation and communication, and a stronger in group solidarity based on a common perceived enemy. I will repeat the end. A decline in negotiation and communication, and a stronger in group solidarity based on a common perceived enemy. This is exactly what you would see. Both parties don't go excess, far from each other. They just go further and further apart. And you see the difference, whether they exaggerate. Now, myth. Then say one country, one people. But the one and when they use that slogan, then they forget say the slogan is not meant for a party, it's meant for nationalism. But wetin they really mean? Not to one country, one people. Now one tribe, one party. And that should not be the case. If wetin the original slogan where Lamina Sanko make for let's cement we together, for let we join together, let we amalgamate together and be one family. Now one country, one people. It's a nationalistic slogan, meaning that we get more that unites us than that divides us. Mindeman and Timniman. When are the two majority groups? When are the two with the dirty the water? And when I can talk about these issues, I dey reframe for say, now this one bad, now that one they bad. They're all bad. Because badness, not a thing way you dey measure by saying this bad past this. If one bad, the other one for good. And so far, them both not good. And the two party them, one of the major party them both not good neither. Why? Because them fundamental principles there. We forbid the principles them for bring we can together. Principle like both the Timney and the Mende get very similar ancestral roots. In fact, the same. They all originate from the Mani people. Then just come inside the country from the opposite ends. And the unique thing about the way they enter Sierra Leone, one come from Cape Mount, can enter. The other one come from Futajalo, can enter. What happens? Then they move towards each other. That means then they converge. But now, instead of them converge, then they diverge. That is what polarization does, causing a divide. Within the divide us is actually exaggerated. Timnimange poro, minimange poro. Minimange sandi, wina bundo. We save ge bundo. When we say Yebu, that na Zainab. Then say Geneva. So what are the differences? We call Bakar, then call Amboki. What are the differences? What are the differences? We are more alike. But we exaggerate with differences for make them steer the vulnerable, the gullible ones. And at that, we refuse for accept. Tribal polarization, tribal polarization are distinct but connected. The tribalism and polarization, then both of them, they're distinct, but they're connected. Tribalism and loyalty to one's group, while polarization measures how far apart different groups are. Danny they talk say, we better pass them one and day. Then one and day, then they eat people them. Then one and day, then one and day we see them this so. Now for the thief, then thief like cat. Stereotyping. And guess what? We live in the same space. Now we need for organize ourselves for growth. And the only way they get growth, the environment they develop. And for do that, we get for communicate. When the society is polarized, them versus us, within they happen, una they become antagonistic towards each other. When they become hostile Una they become unapproachable. Because what thing they happen, you know, the excessive polarization and tribalism is very dangerous because what they cause it cause perception over reality. The perceived differences between group can be more important and than the actual differences. If group believes they are more different than they are, it can drive the behavior and attitude that characterize tribalism. Because now would they see them? When Mambu open him out, APC them, then the thief, APC no can pull again, they're useless, they're totally useless. You didn't forget say APC comprise of Sierra Leoneans, just like you. And the constitution give them right for support a party of their choice, just like you. So why you for support SLPP? It's your right, but you want for infringe in other person or impinge other people, not for get the right as you get for support with political party they want. Immediately they do that, you try for demonize them, try for make them look bad, try for make them totally useless. Before they become an opponent, then become the enemy. Now them. Would I put under? Now them. You don't go ever see anything good about them. I remember the good old days when me be a young boy living in Sewa Road. We used to not be plenty day, then day, we used to be 22 Sewa Road. Then later on, they can remember the streets. We end up for be number 34 Sewa Road. You know, for let you know, say Sierra Leone are a very diverse and unique society. I go use Bo as a sample when we be there. Bo was called Sweet Bo. Now the nickname Sweet Bo. Why? Because the economy be they thrive. People them they do well. The neighbors them be they live in a very, very good harmony. Botan was a family. You get Kisiru, that area, then Asusu Timni. You get Tinkonko. You get a lot of Timni trader people live that inside and there. And most of the big houses in Abuna, they Timni trader them. Not another build them. The same as in Kenema, same in Kona. Because they are enterprising people. They made it. They na civil servants them. They like for join the police, the army, they like for do office job. That's what they like to do. So then one and they like for work na civil service, then one and they like for work na do enterprise. But now, it don't change. Then self they go into civil service. And the men themselves they come now into business. So you see, there is not a role change now, a mix. Both people and they go outside the other people there, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But waiting na the thing where I want for we hold on. Bo Town, as a sample, had all types of people na Bo. I remember then this they will be small, who they grow up. Then they get a band set where they can form na Bo Town, where they call Super Combo. Everything about Super Combo represent Bo. And when you say Bo, Minde, but Super Combo na be a melting pot of all Sierra Leoneans. You cannot believe it. When you look at the names of people, them maybe they play for Super Combo. Now only two of them, na Mende, where I can pick out. The two, when I Mende, na Sidiki and Mwana. But beside them, the owner of the band, Sami Kobasi. Sami Kobasi, na Libanese. You get Freddie Green, where they play the guitar, the wonderful guitar player ever in the history of Sierra Leone, a Creole boy. You get Zozo Shwaibu, I think na Frobe boy. You get Mamadi, where they play conga. Now then so Timney. You get Sidiki, where the Mende guy will be telling about. Then you get Almami, na Timney. You get Jalosco. What na Jalosco? Na be vocalist. You get Musa. You get Bokari Lassan. When we Freddy can get some mental confusion, the people that we can join Super Combo for me then continue their good work. I be two Ghanaian brothers, them Kweku and Dwight Ogun. But everybody they sing the song them. Gombuya Maya, you know? Then they sing the rum in this song. Everybody they cheer for them. I put on product. But guess what? There be amalgamation of all Sierra Leoneans in that group. There is nothing good we Sierra Leone don't do. We not to an amalgamation of everybody. And the most prolific study group na Botown at that time, they call them Pa Clement Studies. Pa Clement na Creopa. Pio Creopa settle na bo na him the run syndicate for school picking them, primary school for pass selective entrance, for let them do well in that school. The one old turn and they all man the race for sending picking for studies in the evening with the mwaka from miles. Maybe they come on several road for go to Clement. At that time, the Christmas will be popular now. That's what they say, be diverse. You get Punubuta immediately by that cotton tree roundabout both school gates to the hospital. They grab the money, it go Awusa corner as well. It grab the money, yala Punubuta hoe, Punubuta. Then you get foodie. Foodie way in the past, you say foodie yo, you say Begbi Nyama. Then you get Magba. You get Poisi. Then they call them Poiki. They get Dulu. They get Bailo. Bailo begets huge Sofut and they get Dada. Then you get Awusa Soja. One Awusa man will be Chris. Awusa Soja then say, na be an ex-soldier man. Where I think take part of the Biafran war. Come na Sierra Leone. He can Chris. That the man anyway in need for go toilets. He walk 7 miles. Na sewa, he go. He parade na the turn before he go for go ease himself. That be a mixture of everybody. And one, the other group will be popular day, where that be the help for raise they make the economy of Botown, you know, you be get like the Kobasi, you get the Michael them, we be get under garage, you be get the Nahas family, when I be get the oldest Lebanese of Syria man, na Sierra Leone, Panahas. He also be just there next to Rex Cinema. Then you get Candile. You get Candile. You get the Nicholas. You get Daklala. You get the Lebanese them be there, plenty. Then you get Kamara Butcher. That be the most popular butcher, very wealthy. He get tons of houses in Abu Town. Kamara Butcher. Then you get Prince Williams. Creopa can't dinner both win election. Now the man anyway dismantle SLPP in Abo. He beat SLPP inside Botan. And BNE hosts, that you get the wonderful Kindia Town. Now see diversity. I get for do an audio way, I get for talk to some few misguided Mende brothers them where I need to talk to and where I go talk on this subject in more details. Then, you know, we go dance fit together. I was how we go dance fit. And then be hotel. And then we go dance fit. Or we go watch Martini, na Rex, or Rio. It was beautiful. Why we decide for put all of that at Ibona? I remember one evening where one of the richest guys in a town, where na be a businessman, wouldn't they call Obreeze, Brahma Mansari, an indigenous Botown fellow, when a Dembi go violate the man I owes, Jack, he go attack the man I owes, the man beat him. Because I go attack the man, trespass. When that happen, and the one old many people and say, well, the man a stranger. So they all put him, fed that man, broke down that man left boot out, nothing. These are the things we talk about. And something similar happened to a man called Karo Kamara na Kenema. After 2018 election, the way he was treated, the way he was run out of town. Why? Because na local man, not a Mende man. Is that right? And so they build country. Karo grew up na Kenema. He go school na Kenema. Everything we know na Kenema. Just because then he was the AIG na Kenema. Just because the origin from the north. They run him out of town. Then forget all the wonderful things that we do na alma mater. How we spend money, how we assist for big Kenema. And then the way we grow up, the only Mende man was sabi una be a noted Mende businessman. I be LB Kande. He get in Toyota there, like it gets the like paper. Where LB Kande motoka then the care bangago na friton Toyota. They win in the home. They say LB Kande. But even the LB Kande, na Mende man. But guess what? Kande they have Madingo descent. Who is pure in Sierra Leone? I go challenge anybody, Sierra Leonean. See, it's a very rare thing. It will be very rare for Fen 5% pure Mende and pure Timni in Sierra Leone. What we have in Sierra Leone, na Mende speaking people, Timni speaking people, and Creole speaking people. Then 3 tribes then they na business tribes. Most of the people them we attached to them group then they talk the language. But in reality, they are not pure. We are all mixed, including me with the talk so. If you talk to any Mende man or Timni man, ask them, let them give you 3 generations of their ancestry. You could be amazed the amount of tribe there with inside blood. So why the heck? And even that's nice similarity. So we get more similarity than difference. But right now, waiting and notice with this new executive na SLPP, every time we mambu open a mouth, Bachilo Songa open a mouth, and This man here, Parantarawali, they rogued Clark na parliament, all waiting at the scene, a polarization. Us versus them. Now we go able to deal with them. We go eradicate them. They're not even show any democratic tenants in the way they behave or any democratic tendencies in their actions and their behavior. What you want to feel for realize, not to want to determine whether they rule Sierra Leone. Now the people of Sierra Leone, based on whether they believe, say, get the best interest of the country at heart. And at the moment, I don't see good intentions from both parties. Because right now, we not get opposition, we not get government. Because SFP is not a government. APC, not a opposition. And both of them, now they make the government. Now we all make the government. Now we all get the government. Sierra Leone, after elections, the political party, they already transition into governance. Then they continue being a political party. No wonder you go read APC say, now we build land, now APC build land, now APC build land. APC not get money for build nothing. APC not ever build nothing in Australia. Now Salon government build everything. Because the money where the leader will come up from APC use, not to APC money, now Salon money. The money where SLPP they use, not to SLPP money, now Salon money. So this myth where una they use for dirty the water, for polarize the society, for mash up the people, the mindset, for make them believe in party rather than a nation. Look, the role of a party now for help for develop the country. Where you they in power, the other person they give alternative. If the alternative way they give, it better pass waiting una the offer. And the people they right for the side said now, we pull the wire, we put the wire. No, we can try the wire. But now you they see, we not they come out. I don't hear the vice president talk for say, well, where you see we there so we go sit down the tay, what time what him up. What him up tay will he down. What will he down tay with him up again? What him up? Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that shameful? Does that look like democracy? You know, it's an insult to democracy and an insult to we the Sierra Leonean people. And we the Sierra Leonean people, it's about time we go away from being in the fence. Revolution 315. What in it tell we? It say you go either be cold or hot. But you know, to be lukewarm, then we'll spit you out. Lukewarm is not a place to be. We go either be cold about the things really happen or we'll be hot about it. And if we're hot about it, we have to speak about it. If we are cold about it, we snub these people. But we should not encourage it by us sitting on the fence where everything around us is crumbling. Everything is crumbling. You see, tribalism, as I said earlier, now this group of people we feel connected to each other in a meaningful way. Any set of people that we come together and feel, say they're connected in with each other in a meaningful way, they are a tribe. Like for instance, if people then get together for football, for support a football team, and then feel to say this football team, na him, na them. That's a tribe. And if you're excessively loyal to that group at the expense of other groups, that is tribalism. And now this thing happen in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, we problem. We get both linguistic tribalism and political tribalism, or maybe just say party tribalism, because political parties are a tribe, and the more the polarization, the more would they look like tribe, and the more would they see tribalism in them group they are. Because at the APC they talk about say we get forget a leader now where they neutralize them wire. The man when a leader where they negotiate, they don't want time. The man we talk for say politics is not about you know uh, uh, um, dead or alive. That is not what he believes in. He believes in dialogue. He believes in peaceful ways, sitting down, communicating with one another, and resolving with issues. Oh, people are a week because they want a thug where ready for take on the other crazy side. As one respectable pa na Rokopur, Lebanese pa, whatever they call Pasakir, when they can go sit down and case na Rokopur, he can say, if una hurt them one, una go home, we come back the next day. He said, but right now the tension is too much. The analogy we can give, he said, if one motor come from the right hand side, 100 miles an hour, and the other one from the left hand side, 100 miles an hour, he said, if them collide, he said, everybody could die. He said, 100 and 100 is equals to 200. That would be fatality. He said, if not 30 miles and 20 miles an hour, that is not too bad. Then go survival because not just 50, but 100 versus 100. Say not 200 miles an hour put together. He say nobody no go leave. And this is what is happening in Sierra Leone. We get a group, we say pauper. But at the same group you talk about radical inclusion. How you go include the other people them? Where you tell them for say you go make sure say they're not kind of power. Not so by good deeds, not so by developing the society, developing the country, transforming lives, educating the youth, improving services, improving the economy. None of the above are happening. But all when they talk, we not go allow them for calm. Then when they talk about things, oh, waiting Sierra Leone and good at now for right projects in a paper. If Sierra Leone and writes in a paper, if you read what's in a paper, you will feel to say Sierra Leone full of milk and honey until where you land there, you see the reality. Where you read them, we don't do this. Oh, the president don't achieve plenty. Oh, APC, the legacy. Oh, SLPP, they don't do a lot. Oh, we don't know what they know by legacy. You got positive and negative legacy. So negative legacy now they see. APC come negative. SLPP come negative. And whether they happen, now only one group of people they lost. Now the citizens. Then very people there, we will not entrust, una vested interest to all within they do, then they oil their own pockets them. Then they beautify their lives. Then they enable themselves and their families. Then they run relay, they pass themselves baton. Where APC run, he pass and get SLPP. SLPP catch up, he run, he pass and get APC. But guess what? That Kabbalistic politics there, it get a wall where the ordinary citizens not they penetrate. Women the man say mwale lemie. Timini man get the equivalent, saramarama. And the same thing in the bank. 3 and 10 pence and 1 penny. Same thing. A lot of people them way no say I get a soft spot for APC. They say to me, well, you don't for condemn them. I know they condemn SAPC, and they condemn what they do. Oh, the one them we feel to say, I will support opposition party. Oh, you hate SLPP. I don't hate SLPP. I just they condemn the wrongs within they do. And if every Sierra Leonean could take this upon himself and say, I am a Sierra Leonean first, I would look at issues, understand the issues, comprehend the issue, and rationally dissect them and give an opinion, fair opinion, balanced opinion. If we do that, you could find out for say we could maintain the equilibrium where we get peace. But everybody they talk about peace. But what's in the definition of peace? Peace not the absence of disturbances. Right now, when you look all around you, social disturbances. The most terrible disturbance we get in Sierra Leone is poverty. Poverty, they disturb the mind. It disturb the body. It disturb the soul. It disturb your spirit. It wear you out. It wear you down. Poverty, usai ide, development not to take place. Poverty, usai ide, religion, they become opioids. And that's Kamarx tell we. Kamarx say, he say, religion and opioids, it give people a temporal relief. We left with case give God. But you come back tomorrow, the problem still there. The problem no need God's intervention. It needs decision making. You have to do something. You do nothing, don't expect anything. And these are the things, poverty, they make you helpless. It make you brain dead. It make people lazy. It make people idle. And also people are idle. There's a saying, an idle man is the devil's workshop. They make all kind of batting and they happen in Israel at the moment. You see big full-grown man, they go sexually violate a 2-year-old pekin, and people in the back so uneducated that they call that rape. Not to rape, na pedophilia, na mental problem that one day. Na sick person, not to rape that one day. Rape can only be done where person they give consent and he withhold consent. A minor no they give consent. But a 2-year-old baby no even sabi talk. How they give consent? Now you they go penetrate. Not to kill you and for kill him. That is a mental problem. Poverty, they cause a lot of bad things. Then the other one, when a disturbance to the country right now, now drugs. Now drugs. Do you really care if you get a leader when I'm in there, where they can't make the country, they can't stop tribalism, where they can't stop kush, they can't stop poverty, they can't raise the quality of life? Do you really care whether I'm in there or chimney? All what you need is somebody will get ability, somebody will get the leadership credentials, he get the right character, the right attitude, he get the right mentality, a proficient in what it takes for lead. Does it really matter if na woman? Does it matter if na chimney? Does it matter if the presidents na both Muslims? All them label them here, na label them way not the help, but rather it creates more of this polarization. Them versus us versus them. But what we did about town? Where both town they swing, where Super Combo they sing, where they play. Inside that Super Combo, they will all man be the clap for them, say that both town party. The minimum and where they not reach to. Now amalgamation of all the tribes them. Jalosko na Fula. Mwana na Minde. Sidiki na Minde. Na vocalist. Freddie Green, Creole boy. Now the most prolific guitarist all man waiting for. But and the man we get the band set, we get the capital for sets the band sets. We all man be there enjoying Sierra Leone. Na Lebanese, Kobasi. Then we then a Splendid. Then just after Splendid, where you come, you meet the Michaels. The Michaels, oh God, one of the Michaels, the sister, and one of them be married to one Pisco man will be the teacher, CKC, what them be called Bob. Bob married her, he carry go America. Well, Michael, he did his small brother. Let me be classmates now, model, and Bruce Michael. I sit down class with him. Then say that they both get people like Candil. You get people like Daklala. You get people like the Nahas. The Nahas, and you get the oldest Lebanese. That by old he smoked and it be the heaviest smoker I ever have been in my life. Everybody. They do well. And at that time, they one rum become on a boat and what they call go-go wine. Go-go wine be the rain about town. And the economy be the boom. You get Dr. Ila, you get a clinic. Who don't have Dr. Ila? Dr. Ila, it can be a man we come out Tawia. Na Samu chiefdom. Eco school na both school. Now the man we make the ultimate sacrifice for both school. He build the library from his own pocket. I'm not that man. And both school, this wonderful school called Bull School. If you look the register, the number one student, Nanotana Seri. One of the big school them, Naputloko, Sri Lanka. The number one student, na Sri Lanka. Na Christopher Amara, I mean the man. That I did not. Putloko district. So, what are the differences between the mini and the team? They say at one time where the Whitman them go at loggerhead with the mini man over palm oil issues. Because the mini man pull poro for drive the white man come out na the south. And the white man say he could dismantle poro. Outside then go hide there in poro. Not in the line. The all tax war. We see collaboration between Timni and Mine against an outside force. The occupiers, when they come after the 1885, where the partition Africa, not too long after, Nain, they bring the all tax war. When they bring the all tax war come, all the chiefs them, they were together. Mende, Timni, Limba, so all the paramount chiefs them. And who was the chairman of all the paramount chiefs them? Now Bible read. What do Bible make this decision? It was not a unilateral decision. Now Bible say, now Bible, now him careful broke the news to Kadwe. And we broke the news to Kadwe. Kadwe not believe say we are equal. And one of the reasons we make you know say they don't ever see we as equals, then water down, we kingdoms them to chiefdoms. And subsequently make we kings them to chiefs. The Galiness chief na be king, King Shaka. He passed it down to a Pekin, Mololo Masakoi. But now a chiefdom. The Buddha was a king. Then watered it down to a chief. Because we are inferior. We cannot have a king when they have a king. And if we are inferior, who are we to say no to Governor Kadwe? He crazy. That's when he get the Bandajuma forces. And he gets lots of manpower at his disposal. We Bible knock them down. Then come back and knock them down. Then come back and knock them down. Then go take reinforcements from Ghana and Jamaica. Overwhelming force from Jamaica and Ghana. When eventually the Scotch policy ensued. That means to say that they burn everything alive when they meet up, and every house or farm land or crop or house, you know, and they burn everything down. And Bible say, hey, this is not funny anymore. And with that be they happen, then they get logistical problems, and the people and lives be there at risk. So he surrender. But they won't tell you that. He said, now we the Sierra Leonean and now they sing, Bible was a warrior. He fought against the British. The British made him surrender. Court of Marimu. He big the Court of Marimu. That is colonial. That is a colonial brainwash. That's not what happened. Titi did not agree for release by Bureyon account where the man will write him na a reverend. Reverend Elba. I interview him after he come back from exile. That 10 day, the other people that were there local with Ghana sadly pass away. That is Nyanga of Bangoma, the chief of Bangoma, and the chief of Tonkolili, winner by Sheborang Bana. They died. And over 100 warriors were hanged after we Bible surrender. They hanged them in a public place for instill fear upon people and make other uprising not take place. That is war crimes. These are all things Sierra Leoneans are not told, but these are things that happen. We have so much in common. We Bible be the fete, not the north. The Menede be the fete, not the south. And Fulama be the lead them. We na Momoja. We don't talk about that. And all the thing they aid and abet this tribalism. So I want to say this today. Tribalism. Get two phases them as Sierra Leone. We get a linguistic tribalism and we get a political party tribalism. And then two isms then they. Not forget space in our society. Everybody, as the constitution stipulate or state, have the right to vote and for be voted for. And if you get it right to vote and to be voted for, the election space therefore be free and fair. It can for be transparent. It can for be open. And for take out all obstacles. We don't go to get elections where somebody they talk for say, una do am, una no do am, we dey win. Then say if man talk say one stone, you don't mass stone. So now waiting una don't plan. We dey see how una dey compromise the processes stage by stage, because that's what you did 2018. That's what you did 2023. And that's what you're doing again. All the recommendations and what they make. I don't ignore them all. Will I not facilitate? Will I not implement? But it was a myth. I said it from the word go. How you go left the man who caused the problem for solve the problem. From that moment, if tripartite was going to work for us, after them finish, we don't get an interim government. That's the only way we would have got implementation done, because we would have got neutral people, we not bound to APC or SLPP, with their interest forced na Sierra Leone for create a level playing field, create an equilibrium in the political space, then call for elections. But now, the man we violate we abuse we thief elections, na him sit down there. He not say he lost elections, he not give results steadily. Then I in left day say let implement. But you know, when I can sit down and look at all and in there, that they didn't know for say Sierra Leone and then we go school, but not a rebel. Sierra Leone and then an officer really intelligent. We know intelligent. I don't know. But I see this today. If we're really serious about fixing we country, we get certain things then what we get for look at. And then things then they now one then way very, very important. That then get for create the environment, the ideal environment for how we grow. Because as I said, so tribalism and polarization, then distinct but connected. Distinct but connected. Tribalism is loyal to one group, while polarization measures how far apart different groups are. Excessive polarization makes tribalism very dangerous. Then you come now. These are how tribal polarization works. You get perception over reality. The perceived differences between groups can be more important. That is, the perceived differences can be more important than the actual differences. The actual differences, we are the same blood, we get the same ancestry, we ignore them. But people and they now they tell people and say if APC win election, then they can't kill me in the people. That is a lie. That will ever happen. And likewise, when the people and they talk for say, let me need if you see them there, then they can't eat tuna, then they eat people. And people how they eat people. Some outlandish talk them where totally and utterly they push me further and further apart. Like I hear a gentleman say, Bombali na a factory where they born picking and we not get papa. And Northwest na the axis of evil. How could you say that? You know the geography. If we didn't have the axis of evil, so are you, because we didn't have the same space. Now we only revolve together. If you do geography, you go know for say the axis, the world will live in, the earth, it move in an axis every 24 hours. So if we're an axis of evil, you are also in that evil axis, and we only revolve in it. How could you say that? Marking in a factory for born picking, they will not get daddy. You think that could help for glue we together as a family? That could unite us? That is disturbing. And if that is disturbing, it's a disturbance. And the definition of peace, that the absence of disturbance. There's a disturbance right there. By you making a classification of a whole group of people, anytime when somebody generalize, you don't oversimplify. And when you oversimplify, that means to say you don't lie. You don't lie. Any generalization is a lie. Because not to every Mende man bad. Not to every Timni man bad. Not to every Mende man dirty. Not to every Timni man dirty. Not to every Timni man good. Not to every Mende man good. The world has always been good and bad, up and down, tall and short, black and white, men and women, boys and girls. Everything we God make has an opposite. Why? For create an equilibrium. Not to mean them no more than a Sierra Leone. Not to team no more than a Sierra Leone. We can forget a balance. Now make you get Mindi, you get Timni, you get Fula, you get Madingo, you get Loko, you get Limba, you get Susu, you get Yalonka. For bring balance. But why we believe say the same thing with the Whitman and do we? Now we say for can do to we self. And waiting at that thing with the Whitman and do we? First. Then say then superior, we inferior. Then waiting an hegemony against us. Say we not civilized. Then they come for can civilized way. The Kwimada biotic power is say in they come for clean way. Maybe don't touch the place in they can clean up. You don't can clean now with drugs. You don't can clean now with bad economy. They say they can block the leakage. Now the leakage, not to leakage anymore, now gutter. But way they don't polarize the society, them versus us, you find out for see, then they talk wonderful things there about themselves. Big, big lies. Then they talk demonically horrible things them about the other side. Unala we listen to this. If many people allow APC for win, then they can kill una all. First and foremost, I said APC never will do that. APC never kill every Mende person. Because a lot of APC people them are either Mende or married Mende or related to Mende or go school with Mende or go poro with Mende, go bondo with Mende, go university with Mende. Then Mende and Timni they got together. That means to say then they go out as lovers. The one that we get this hate, they don't reach 2%, but they're the loudest. Now that's make they talk to Sierra Leoneans then. We lukewarm. Then at the line. Now we plenty. Now we get for pull up with socks and we make sure these misguided fools they are like the one way say Makeni people they are making a factory for born fatherless children. That is a very unkind thing to say. That means to say 100% everybody we born a Makeni is fatherless. That is a lie. That's not true. And neither, not to everybody we born na Bucha get papa. Not to everybody we born na Kenema get papa, because that's what he's implying. But everybody we born na Makeni not get papa. And the person is that na La Samara. Is that correct? They say northwest na the axis of evil. That means to say na evil location, and evil people them. How would you say that about your fellow countrymen? How would you say everybody in a Freetown evil? Everybody in a Makeni evil. Everybody in a Maburuka evil. Everybody in a Gambia evil. Everybody in a Poloko evil. Everybody in a 91 evil. Everybody in a Freetown evil. Everybody in a Waterloo evil. Everybody in a Lungi evil. Does that make sense? Then some Northern Ireland go say, I mean, they eat people. Yes, you get few Mende people where they eat people. Very few. And I doubt if they still exist. Not to every Mende person bad. Not to every Mende person good. Neither not to every Timni person good. Not to every Timni person bad. The world is a mix of good and bad, good and evil. It ain't in anybody. Every family, you get the black sheep. Every family, you get the one and we good, you one and we bad. The one and where they comply with rules, the one and where they comply with rules. The one and where caring and the one and where not they care. But we talk about how tribal polarization the works. It amplify hostility. As the gap in belief widens, groups begin to disagree more strongly and may see those with different views as having a deeper moral flaws or inability to see reality correctly. This can make it difficult to have a healthy debate or compromise. Tribal polarization, it amplify hostility. It make it exaggerate things. It exaggerate. And anything where you exaggerate, you don't lie. Anything where you exaggerate, you don't make a stereotype. Me did the honor so then time. Not to the fact, not all men demand get men the accents when they say, oh, that way, and they be brother, don't kind of that preach, they don't go begin they pray that too much. And not grady, we are not grady. Not all men demand they talk so. You get men the people there with clean accent. Clean, shallow accent. Likewise, not all team the man they go, Alangba, and they can't go na your son. Make a go to took them picking them day. Alangba, they call you pay and that. I know you pay too much there. They go na that place. I could take that chin there. Not all me, the man they go, Alangba, I know they pray today. I know they pray. Boom, every time we pay man here. The whole thing not become critical. I know rover chef. I know rover. Not all me, the man they talk so. In fact, it don't become so less that you hardly hear him and the man talk so. And likewise, in those days will be small, Krillman is say, unu see unu go there. You know what they tell you? This is AB, Lord have mercy. It's Ranga. Unukaya. We go bring me watch. Almost o'clock, not tigi. They know they talk so again. Creole man, the accent don't go. That Creole accent will be sabi. And very few Creole man and get her now. Make a talk for say now we get Creole speaking people, Mende speaking people, Creole speaking people. But pure Creole, pure Timney, pure Mende, they're not there. They don't done. So waiting at this force and this fighting about. Waiting at this forcing and fighting about. We're waiting at the fight about. Not even exist. Or it hardly exists. Even if it exists, it's rare. I go look for see a statistics done na Sierra Leone. A survey done na Sierra Leone. Now get a statistical representation of this way I dey say so. Almost pure Mende man left na Sierra Leone and almost pure Chimney man left na Sierra Leone. I dey bet anybody if the Mende they reach 5%, if the team they reach 5%, ha Rebit Katares na me back. If you check Mende man 3 generations back, it will be difficult. But then Kai there, then get full of blood. Masakoi, then get full of blood. Then Kemokai, then get full of blood. Then Abdullah, na full of man. Then Jade, then get full of. You go Moyamba. The whole Moyamba, they call it Baminde. What think Baminde mean? It mean Mende team mixture. And if you go inside Moyamba divided into 2, upper Mabanta and lower Mabanta. Which in Mabanta na team ni there. Even there is a Mende name called Banta Moy, then Banta Moy then. Which in Banta Moy? Banta Moy mean Mabanta people them. Udana the Mabanta people them, not team ni them. So hypothetically, at the Banta Moys, teamneys, that's what the definition is. Because women they man say teamni mui, mende mui, limba mui, pumui. Udana pumui, na wait person. Udana mende mui, na mende person. Udana teamni mui, na teamni person. So we say banta mui, that's not my banta person. So the mabanta them. The mabanta them. The banta mui them. Na teamni them. And you cannot be mende than those. The Lahais, na so them. The Bengalis, na so them. And you cannot the North, Kamara, na Madingo. Toure, na Madingo. Sise, Conte, Sanko, Mansare. These are all Madingo names. They are not Timni names. And all the names then they inside Limba back. You get Limba, they want to Sise, when a Kamara, when a Koroma. These are all Madingo names. So they are Madingos too. Inside the Limba. You got the loco. Loco, then you get Sise. You get Conte. You get Sanko. You get Kuruma. Those are Madingos. So you get something that's right they call mandingofication, and we need to do research on this. And if they do DNA in Sierra Leone, you get more people of Madingo DNA than anything else. Then the next Afula, if you go to the Safroko part, that is Binkolo side, Binkolo the Paramount Chief House, Afula them, Chief Duran Afula. Can anybody challenge me on that? Chief Duran Afula. We dey talk now, yeah. Me mama, 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 papa, Afula. Mududuri Jalo. Uda he married. The woman we married na local woman. Umuawa from Tambiana. And that woman there, and late Brigadier Bangura, John Bangura, their family. So my granny and John Bangura were cousins. Now, so we all intertwine as Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is a web, intricate web. We have more that unites us than divides us. If she say, they don't be Mende, they don't be Chimney, they don't be Limba, they don't be Soso. If Koroma don't be Loco, it don't be Limba, it don't be Soso, it don't be Chimney, it don't be Mende. What's in that they tell we? If Madame Koblo Gulama, I papa Julius Gulama, I papa ni Momo, what's in that they tell you? Momo are either Chimney or Limba. And Moyamba, not Chimney and Limba people a mix. And Julius Gulama gets a second wife. We born two picking them. One named Yebu and the other one named Mercy. The first wife born three picking them. Madam Koblo Gulama and which are the other one in name? Na Kume. And the other one, na boy picking. So now one boy, two girls, plus the other wife, when are the second wife, in get two picking them. One in Yebu, one in Mercy. Yebu, why call her Yebu if not be Mende, purely Mende man? Why not call her Jenaba? Because Mende man not they call Yebu, Zanab Yebu. They call her Jenaba. Fulaman they call her Janabu. These are the facts there. These are things where some of we don't take with time, we don't intricately dissect. And the more we look at them, we see more similarities than differences. But say tribal polarization there, you find out, say, you see more hostility than collaboration. Then it amplifies hostility. It amplifies opacity. And in that, within, I go explain that as the gap in belief widens, groups begin to disagree more strongly and may see those with different views as having a deeper moral flaws. Like, for instance, too many people are bad. They win election and they can't kill Mende people. But that is a lie. They cannot kill Mende people. When you say mean Mende people, they can't kill everybody. That cannot happen. You know? Can you imagine? If I begin to tell you about the northern the way the big man we married Mende woman and the northern the southern the we married Team New woman. I could like for see that happen. But it's not going to happen. Una go try, but una already feel before una start. But the only thing is, now the fact say too many people are silent on this issue. Very people they make the noise. The majority of the people they choose for be silent and for be neutral. And that is the danger. I am never angry with the active participants. I'm always angry with the passive participants. The one way say, to me business. But waiting they happen, you know for say, it's not good for our country, it's not good for our society, it's not good for our growth, it's not good for our union, it's not good for the well-being of we people. But yet, una quiet. Una quiet. Look like me brother when they talk to Abubakar Siddiqui Fofana. A lot of people don't know for say Aidara Kontofili na Fofana. Wetin make Fofana then end up na the southern province. Now we then kill Aidara. Where he scholars them, he wives them, he picking them, scatter, they run go south for safety. That's how the Fofanas went to the south. They run now, we then go southern province. They go seek refuge. They were refugees at the south because they killed Aidara. Aidara Kontofili was a Fofana. And I didn't think there. I didn't think they are them bad. Well, me brother, Mr. Leby, the truth of the matter is you are correct. If Monday we not get something for offer, it don't create a polarized society. We don't know now, then why us versus them. It don't become a tug of war. We the people them for cut the support from them because it's not good for either side. And we not get either side, we get one side, and the side will get the Sierra Leonean side. We are one people. And people them na SL people that they use this term here. One country, one people. That is not a political party slogan. It's a national slogan where Lamina Sankom make for making amalgamate the country. One country, one people. Then they use the word one country, one people. But their behavior is the contrary. All waiting would they see one country, one tribe. One country, one group of people. What you would they see now hegemony. One group, one for be one supremacy. That is wrong. That is wrong. Mr. Dauda, you are right. But the thing is, any side we fight there, progress not a day. Any side we fight in there, una not a grow. Harmony not a day. Una not a harmonize. Peace na the absence of disturbance. Any side where you see fight there are disturbances. And then disturbances, then they, as a people, we have to identify and we take out. If you're not an agriculturist, you get one animal. We don't get a wound. Like say you get a poultry, one fall don't get a wound. What you they do? You they call them out of the group. Because if you left and the other fall and go begin to peck in that wound. And when they begin to peck in that wound, then go get an appetite for blood. Then they begin to peck themselves. Then the one whole flock, they turn to cannibals. And they all get for die. So if you're not a good farmer, what you they do? The fallway wound, you they remove them, you they call them, you they remove them from the flock. You they remove them. Take them out for preventing one and they for feast on them. Because when you see them feast on them, it's down. They don't taste blood. They go begin to kill themselves. If we get people them, we get certain tendencies them, where not they meet decent moral values. We get for sit down, all of us. So we all come together as a group. We try to get a generic moral values, moral code, where we all agree on. That's what happens everywhere in the world. We say, well, this society will not go allow this kind of behavior. It is not acceptable. Anybody will do this. This is what would happen to them. We will banish them, or we will lock them up, we will find them. We can forget a deterrent. But we're not going to just sit down there. This they continue to happen. Mambu they go on television. It talks about some outlandish things them way. That money for the jail. That money not for they out there. That money not even fit for be a party PRO. Who is a PRO? Public relations officer. Who is a public relations officer? Now person where they build bridge. This man from what they elect them, the word and way they utter. Now what's them where they bring hostility, where they bring divide, where they break bridges. It ferments hatred, resentment, and then for they happen. And waiting I notice, we will go school. Now we cause all the problem na Sierra Leone. It's like for say we go school but not every day bell. Most of them problem they are not to Kini Brahma na Messima, not to go Bobo na Gundama, not to Koji na Jereun, not to Munda na Nikabo, not to Pamomo na Bonko Maria, not to Pa Yamba na Tonkolili. Now we will go school. We will talk say we get masters, we get PhD, we get double masters. Now we behave them bad behavior there. Then the other one them back we get masters, PhDs, then sit down. They accommodate them nonsense and they not get the testicular fortitude for Timap say no, stop it. You can't do it. All things now when they happen, now because we allow them to happen. Timliman say muno kalkeike muno mangere. That means to say Uda roast monkey, na monkey they show it. So if you don't want a monkey show you it, no roast them. Take the fire out. Let's take the fire out. So no monkey not go show it anymore. If somebody abuse you, now you give them permission. Now we permit some people there for go on doing that thing they're willing to do. Me famulem, I want to tell you thank you. This program they every Mondays on Wednesdays. Then the women's roundtable they come every Fridays. We want for tell una thank you for una loyalty. Una they can join we very soon. We go begin to get an open line where we go make them interactive. This discussion, it don't reach a point where we not for be quiet. Stay at the sideline. You cannot be lukewarm. You either be hot or cold. You get for take a position and you get for make your position known. And the position, not only one great position, the Sierra Leone position, things that will go make Sierra Leone better. And do ya, una hit the notification bell and una subscribe. This is your program. We try forget Sierra Leoneans for no say. We get more that unites us than divides us. Most of us, Sierra Leone, if they do DNA, we get the same DNA. We're not brother them. We're not siblings. The only difference between the Timni and the Mende are the entrance where they make. The Mende come from Cape Mount, can enter. The Timni come from Futajalon, can enter. But the symbolism, they enter from opposite direction. Why? Now for that we converge. Let we meet. We don't meet before we solidify. We meeting. We diverge. We don't go further from each other again. Can we come back and converge under the buffer as one family? Let we eat from the same dish. Love una so much and appreciate una. By God in power, Wednesday we go there the same time for talk on these issues. I want to thank the Board of Trustees, Board of Governors of this wonderful TNN empire, then and now. Una don't do so much good for we country. And una na one of the people we determine for glue Sierra Leoneans together, because that's the place we need to be. Not against each other, not on each other's throat, not as enemies, but as brothers. Yes, teeth and tongue for jam, but that no mean say much for boil. Yes, we get the right, forget difference in opinion, but we will sit down in a dialogue, having a conversation between two brothers, and we agree where we need to agree, and we disagree where we need to disagree, but with respect, with love. This bus, this rowdiness, this pauperism, this how they call themselves, new pattern of behavior where the first lady who can't talk for say, a man talk for say, they no go ever come on a power. It's not what politics is meant to be. Politics not a tool meant to bring people together. It's not meant to hurt people. But that's what they do. When I want to use them for hurt people and divide people. And now we, the Sierra Leoneans, collectively, now we get for say no. No. Me in particular, Imran Toure, Bowtown, give me so much that I don't see many people any differently from me. And I don't go ever they any side where anybody they do anything for hurt the Mende fraternity. I will fight vehemently, because at the time when me daddy they walk, we were there. Majority of the people be so loving, be so kind. The man be came and go school na teacher Gregory. Teacher Gregory be in a line and he can collect me na Sewa Road. Came and go school every morning. My mama no be the pair when he be the door. If you want to go school, I say, me want to go both school. I don't understand the difference between primary school and secondary school. He say, look, when I both school, I care you small pick, I don't understand. That is the love there, right there. Then you get the misguided one them. We want for attack with family. But guess what? I mean, the man back and him up say, wow, what longer will pay nunga jisia? What will nunga jisia vaweti pela? Agbiabe, akafa inde ye. And that was Pabanta Moy. He so rest in peace. Those are the sort of people we for emulate. People them will not see tribe. People them will not see region. People them will not see clan. Then see Sierra Leoneans. I love una all. Una have a good night. Imran T. Is a tata.